Hello, you beautiful big heads. It's your boy Zach, and welcome back to some more woo-wah content. As always, thank you to Narushio for gameplay, because we're gonna keep on saying that until the game comes out and I can get my own. But yeah, and Hellebore, because yeah, I got some from him as well. So, links will be in the description, but we move forward. So today's video, we're going to be talking about in-game content, all the forms of in-game content we currently know about and what they're all about. In my own little special way, I like to put a little sauce on my content. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So without further ado, let's just hop on into it. The first in-game content we'll be going over is the Tower of Adversity, which you have two baby areas, and inside the first baby area, you will have one tower with 4 stages. Inside the second baby area, you will have 2 towers with 4 baby stages. So yeah, the baby area is where you just get your nice little introduction to it, see what you're working with. It's pretty much just a DPS check, time attack. But after you beat all the stages and you meet all the requirements time-wise, for both areas, you'll get 700 premium currency. So that'll be 1400 premium currency in total. But that's a one-time reward, and you also get some shop currency. But then, as you get done with the baby stages, then you can go to the hazard zone, where you can get some hair in your chest, And that's for men and women. And I don't care if you don't want no hair in your chest, you're gonna get some.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad!
Now, in this manly man area, the hazard zone, you will have 3 towers, and then the first and third tower, there will be 4 stages, and then in the second middle tower, there will be 2 stages. So it's the same setup as the other areas, as in it's still a time attack DPS check. It's just, harder. Now, the only thing you need to worry about in this mode is Vigor, which is pretty much just your stamina system. So every character has 10 Vigor, and then every stage costs a different amount of Vigor. Now, the first and third stages, stage 1 costs 1 Vigor, stage 2 costs 2 Vigor, stage 3 costs 3, and stage 4 costs 4, which equals 10. So, you see that right there? You can use your character in every stage, and then boom, they'll use up all their Vigor, and then they can't do shit in the other 2 towers. Now, while the first and third towers are essentially the same in terms of Vigor cost or stamina cost, the middle tower, since it only has 2 stages, each one costs 5 Vigor, so you still have to spend that, 10 Vigor overall. Now, you don't have to use the same character for every stage. You can literally use one character in the first tower on the second stage, and then the same character in the third tower on the 4th stage, because they have stamina. Like, literally, it just breaks down to you choosing where you're going to use them to use up set stamina. You don't have to use teams of 3. If you got the skill, you can use a 1-person team. I've seen people beat it with a rover solo, like just cleared out the entire tower by themselves. So it's possible if you got the skill. But yeah, it's pretty much just a DPS check in a time attack fashion. And then in the hazard zone, it's the one where it actually will refresh, every so often. So you'll get 700 premium currency from that every time it refreshes, as long as you can be all stages. And then you also get some shop currency. And in the shop, you can get upgrade materials and an echo. So yeah, just a nice little game mode to see how far your characters have come along. Obviously, when starting out, it's going to be pretty hard, but I would honestly believe that the longer the game goes on, the more characters you get, the easier it will become, because then you have more characters built, more room to, not worry about how much stamina you have to use between each stage. So yeah, that's the first in-game content. You might as well subscribe so you can see a real one beat up these towers, just saying. The next in-game content we're going to talk about is the Tactical Hologram, which is the best part of any RPG, because you get to play the role of the fucking victim. So what this game mode is, it's pretty much a skill check, because if you're not good, you're gonna get your ass beat. It's honestly that simple. But there are 4 stages with 4 different bosses, and each stage has 6 different difficulty levels. And with these difficulty levels, the higher the level, the more mechanics and abilities the boss will unlock and acquire, because fuck it, why not? So if you think you have a boss completely figured out at one difficulty level, just wait until you see the next one, bitch, because he gonna pull out something out his back pocket. Because apparently, this nigga goes on training arcs every time we go to a different difficulty. And if you think you're just gonna wait the boss out and slowly, beat them over time in this mode, because you can just, constantly heal and just slowly beat them down, think again, stupid, because the war cry has something to say about that, which is one of the special mechanics, which is 3 minutes after the start of battle, the boss will increase his attack by 50% every 10 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
Bitch, do you know how long 10 seconds is? It don't justify this kind of abuse. So you have one of 2 options. Either get good, or you get to unlock a new passive ability called That Motherfucker's Bitch. But after you beat a boss, you do get a one-time reward of shop currency that you can use to get upgrade materials, an echo, or premium currency. So hey, look, at least with the trauma, you'll get some nice little goodies. But like me personally, I'm not going to lose my chastity to these monsters, so you might as well subscribe for future woo-bah content. Now, if you're not somebody who cares about DPS checks, or you're just not a masochist, there is a mode for you for something a little bit more casual. So we have the Illusive Realms, which is the last one we're going to talk about here, which is pretty much a roguelike system. So when you go in, you pick a character, you go in, then you get to choose your assist echo, and then you also get to choose, an assist character if you want, an assist character on your team. And then you just go through stages beating up enemies, and after you beat the enemies, you get to, pick a reward afterwards. And as you go through this roguelike system, once you reach the end, you will get rewards. It's really that simple. It's so straightforward that you just go in, beat enemies, grab a reward for next stage, and go to next stage. Like every roguelike. So yeah, you do that. And then after you beat it, you get a couple of things. You get stuff for the Thought Evolution, which is pretty much your passive skill tree for this mode, which makes every run easier and easier because, you're just building up that skill tree to get passive buffs for the next round. And then you have the Anomaly Investigation, which is just your achievement system. Literally, that's all it is. So, yeah, you get to build up your skill tree, you get achievements and rewards for it, and then you get that premium currency for the shop. And in this shop, yet again, you can get premium currency, echo, and evolution mats. So you can see the cycle here. Yeah, so that's all 3 game modes broken down in a little quick fashion. So you can see what, you'll be able to look forward to in the game. And just to see that, there's a little bit of something for everybody, a little something to let you challenge yourself and also have a little bit of fun at the same time. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys, and bye-bye.